Hey Breezers, how are you guys? We have a Foodie Beauty community post update from 3 hours ago, and oh boy, it's a long one. It has 221 likes and 356 comments. Let's go ahead and get into it. So it reads, hey guys, so I know you won't believe this now, but I guess time will tell, but I've completely ended all communication with Nader and Dee Dee. Like blocked. Phone off again, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. blocked. This is the only way for me to forget about him, as if I do not see or hear about him, I don't think about him nearly as much. I think some time off cold turkey from him will work combined with getting busy, improving my quality of life, and continuing to see Moto Guy. Oh, brother. Anyways, I know just the other day I was saying how much I loved him, and I probably do still have some residual emotions. Probably not love, but I realize now this cannot go on and needs to really end before he destroys my life and sanity. I would appreciate us not talking about him in chats. I know this will be hard, but I would appreciate it. Thanks, guys. See you later. All right, so my initial thoughts are, for one thing, why do you have to get with somebody new to forget about Nader and improve your quality of life? Like adding in Moto Guy? Like, are you thinking he's going to fix you and the problems that are going on? He's not. My second thing is, Chantel, you bring Nader up. You're the one who uses your audience as a therapist. And you come on here every time you're mad at him. You basically trauma dump, expect everybody to give you the best advice ever, and then 12 hours later, when you're on good terms with him again, you know what you do? You say, I'm demanding respect. I demand respect for Nader. I demand respect for our relationship. I love him. Don't talk bad about him. He's really a good guy. Like, we can't even get vlogs of you out and about, which, like, we don't get very often. But when we do, he's in every single scene, every single shot, every single, just every single moment. In your chats, Chantel, I see nothing but people asking you to stop talking about him, to change the subject and everything else. You continuously bring him up. So, it's nice you're asking for people to stop bringing him up, but how about you stop bringing him up to us? All right, let's get into these comments. Emily's up first. Emily said, Chantal, you've done this about a dozen times over the last year, at least. You always go back. It's not your audience who brings up Nader, it's you. Even though everyone told you to keep him off your channel, you spent all last week shoving him in your audience members' throats and raged when people complained. Exactly. My Girls Breathe Fire said, in less than 24 hours, she will be screaming at the audience saying her life is private and she could do whatever she wants. In less than 48, she'll be declaring love for him again, and they'll be apartment shopping. She acts like we're brand new. Exactly. I'm going to like that comment too. Dulce de Leche said, the Nader arc is boring now, so I surely hope so. The season has been stretched out way too long. We need new characters and new adventures. Shelly B said, man, I was really hoping for a marriage arc. You and Nader are perfect for each other. It's sad that the Moto Guy is being used. Hopefully he's just as great as Nader in the end. Fibo said, hi Fibo, can't keep a vet appointment at 4 p.m., but can meet a strange man in a parking lot at the back of a closed bowling alley in the middle of the night? Right, but you would die for your cats. Right. My question is, when did she have time to see this guy yesterday? I feel like every time I looked online, she was live. Like, when did she have time to meet up with him? Oops, hold on. Okay, there we go. Izzy Bells said, oh wait, hold on, Fibo, liking your comment. Izzy Bell said, yep, only time and action will tell. There isn't much else to say. It's all up to you, your channel, your decisions, as you always say. Also, your consequences. Exercise your free will accordingly. And they put a quote from Abraham Hicks that says, stop asking others to be the change that you need in order for you to feel better. That is the freedom you are seeking. I love that quote. Wow. Maureen said, you always come to this realization. Following through is a totally different story. I agree about your members not bringing up his name and reporting to you every single thing he is doing and saying while live. Total disconnect is the only way. But this is such a repeated, staled out song and dance, hard to grab hope again. V said, how many times have you blocked him everywhere and cut off his phone just to unblock and turn the phone back on? You're right. Only time will tell. But you have a pattern of always running back when you get a little uncomfortable being alone. Very well said. Soundboard said, I'm sure you'll Maria Pondu yourself back into their lives soon enough. As you should. You all deserve each other. Love that for you. Right? Harriet said, we would appreciate it if you didn't talk about him ever again. Please and thank you. Public Knowledge said, I thought you weren't talking about this anymore. Oh, I'm not reading the rest of that, but anyways. Mark R. said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. Exactly. Taco Bell said, this is one of the things you need to just not say anything and just do. This happens every other day or hour. Exactly, Taco Bell. Chantel's Wasted Life said, this promise is about as real as Cookie's love. All right. Magulator said, PSA, she's still paying for a cellular service on her plan. I predict by August 1st, at the latest, she will have paid for his new apartment. This whole thing is one big con job. Yeah. Channel, or is it Chanel? Chanel? Well, one of them said, Chantal, pretending like you're not going to pay all of Crackhead's bills for 5 whole minutes isn't going to make your... Okay. Miss Power said, by the way, I'm loving Gary. I really am glad you mentioned his channel. I haven't been able to stop watching him. Your bitterness benefited him, and I love that for you. Let's see. Val said, if this was true, I'd support it, but the girl called wolf too many times. Exactly. Nobody's going to believe her about anything anymore, and she did that to herself, you guys. Andraste said, I cannot wait until we are absolutely not talking about Nader in the next stream when she spends 90% of the stream talking about Nader. Exactly. Let's see. Enola said, break up 46. That's the tally so far. This new, totally real guy interfering with the wedding in the Burger King parking lot that we are rooting for. But it's only a delay. You two, well, 3, deserve one another on every level. Sanity has no role in your life or this romance for the ages. Hey, it's me said, I'm so confused why you would show the location of your drug deals. Maybe you didn't outright show it, but your viewers can piece it together if they really want to. That sounds dangerous. Let's see. Nikki Can said, you and Pete should move. Get a furnished place and hire a cleaner once a week. A nice new environment, free from grifter memories. Turn off cell and internet service that we all know you're still paying for and cut all ties. It's the only way to move on. Your chat isn't going to stop until they see an active cutting of ties. Chammy Slayton said, the only reason you made this community tab post was for them to see it, obviously. So you aren't done. It's no one in your life concerned that your emotions and maturity are that of a 13-year-old? I know 13-year-olds way more mature than Foodie. Katie M said, we're at this point in the cycle again. Oh my gosh, yes we are. Dean Park said, how many cycles do you actually have to go through before you actually start sticking to your decisions? I have a 10-year-old dog and a 4-month-old puppy who's more mature and sensible than you. I believe it. I totally believe it. You gotta said, Moto Guy is the dealer you use when you can't afford the dispensary. Probably not the kind of person you want to pee off by putting him all over the internet. If I were you, I would remove any and all references to him before Kiwi Farms does its thing and he finds out. Uh-oh. Moonlit Honey said, when it inevitably won't work out with Moto, you'll start to miss Nader because you simply can't be alone without male attention. And Pete's doesn't count, they said. Dave said, what are you going to do when payday comes around and you have to pay your business partner for making his thumbnails, editing his videos, replenishing his food, drugs, and alcohol? Great question. Broken and Hurt Kia said, see you tonight when you will be screaming at everyone about how much you love him and are getting an apartment together. I fully believe that's going to happen. I fully believe it's going to happen. Maybe not tonight, but probably tomorrow. Jessica said, how are you blocking these people and trying to forget about them when you're still paying for the iPad and his phone bill? Great question, Jessica. All right, you guys, I am going to scroll up so you can read some of these comments at your own convenience. Oh, Sarah said, you really should look into some therapy too. It's great. That whole relationship thing was like watching what not to do in relationships for dummies. It couldn't hurt. Therapy would be amazing if she stuck with it. Okay, let's see. Rita asked, okay, how is this going to be different from the other 15 times you did this? You'll start missing him, unblock him, start seeing him again, and then get mad at everyone for calling you out on it. Yep. Claire said, so because she meets a new imaginary guy that wants her so much, she's never going to go back to Nader. A bunch of laughing emojis. Oh, Maculator said, if you were really on that 1 hour long date, how is it that you watched the stream that your ex-boyfriend did? Not buying it. Nope, me either. Topanga said, the lie detector determined that was a lie. All right, I'm going to scroll up a little bit more so you guys can read some of these comments. Let's see. Spider said, I need a neck brace for this whiplash. It's wild, right? No Names here said, please hurry up and go live so we can all see you're making a good faith effort to ensure he's not the topic of your channel any longer. Prove to us that you've moved on. All right, scrolling up a little bit more. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great evening wherever you are. And I'm sure I will see you so soon, you guys. Have an amazing day.